Welcome to Motor City Car Wash. My name is Cedric Yap. I'm one of the managers here, and I'm joined by Beth Galassi. She's our office manager, and Mr. Car Wash himself, Jose Peralta, and also one of our managers. So we're going to go through the manual real quick, and the first topic is guest service, customer guest service. Jose, can you take that one for us?
Guest service to us is the heart and soul of our business. Our customers are happy, and the way to make them happy is to have a great attitude, fast-paced, and a smile in your face every time they come in, and thank them every time they come in for using us in business.
Very good. And as far as guest service, we provide a 48-hour rain check for any wash. So I think that separates us from a lot of people. Whatever service they get, exterior wash or full detail, they can come back within 2 days, get a free exterior wash. All right. Miss Elizabeth, can you talk to us about equal employment practice at Motor City Car Wash?
We are an equal opportunity employer. We do not discriminate against sex, race, or religion. If you have any issues at all, you need to come to your manager immediately, and we will take care of that.
Exactly. We don't tolerate that kind of behavior in our environment. All right, moving right along. We'd like to talk about uniform standard. Mr. Peralta.
Our uniform standards are simple. You know, your Motor City shirt is going to be provided to you by us. Hat, apron, name tag is really important. That lets the customer know who they're dealing with. And the pants, black pants or shorts, or blue or black pants or shorts.
And I think what's important also is that a smile is a part of your uniform. So make sure you're always having a smile on uniform.
And a greeting to say hello.
All right. And Beth, we're going to talk about, one more thing on uniform is your belt. You can't have belt that protrudes out. All right. We talk about jewelry. That leads us right into jewelry. Maybe you can talk about that a little bit.
Same with the belt. Jewelry. Any jewelry could scratch or chip the paint off of a car. So just make sure you're not wearing any jewelry, necklaces, or rings.
All right. And moving right along, we're going to talk about the work schedule. Mr. Peralta.
Our work schedule starts on Friday, ends on Thursday. It's posted on Thursdays. Everybody should be aware of the hours of work on their schedule. Okay,
very good. And what about our call-in procedures if someone is sick or something like that?
You need to give notice, as soon as possible. We understand people get sick without notice, but we need to try to make sure that we are covered with our employees. If anybody missed, then we need to cover that shift.
And again, you are a very important part of what we do. And if we are shorthanded for any reason, it shows, and it shows in our customer service. So we hope that you care enough to know that you are needed here and you have a responsibility. And if for any reason you can't make it, as soon as you know, make sure you get in touch with your manager. Alrighty? And the next thing we'd like to talk about here is our pay period. I wonder who writes the checks.
Our pay period, as Jose said, is from Friday to Thursday, and you will get paid for a 2-week pay period. On the following Saturday after 3 o'clock, you'll get your paychecks.
Okay, so that means the pay period ends on a Thursday and they get paid on a Saturday.
Correct.
So that means we don't hold anything back?
No, you're getting paid every single cent.
Okay, very good. All right, and it's your responsibility to clock in and clock out before your shift and after your shift. All right? Let's talk about, we pretty much talked about attendance already. Let's talk about sweetheart and bribing.
Just make sure that you don't give anybody additional services without paying for it. It's important to make sure that everybody pays for the services that they get, and
yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, you have a responsibility to clean the cars for what the people pay for. And there are going to be customers that ask you, can I get a little bit of this or can I get a little bit of that? You always have to check with your managers, okay? Your managers have to approve things like that. You cannot get free tire shine. And one of the reasons why you tell your manager is so that the manager can know the people who keep asking for these things And maybe next time we can say, you know what, do it for them this time, but next time a tire shine is going to be $2. So don't be afraid to let the manager know what's going on. You always have to communicate. Alrighty? On vacations, Mr. Peralta?
Vacation pays after you've worked for us for a year. You'll get 1 week paid vacation.
Okay, nice and simple. So make sure you have good attendance. Our employee discount?
Each week, the employee will get a free car wash. You can run your car through. And also, all of the lobby items are at a 50% discount to you.
All right. And what about the drinks? What do we charge for drinks?
$1.
Charge $1 for drink, except
Yes.
the
Red Bull, everything's at a 50%
Okay.
mark.
All right. Our number one responsibility in the car wash is safety, and that has to do with safety of our guests, safety of you, our employees, and safety of our managers. So let's talk a little bit about safety, Jose. From
One of the biggest, most important things about safety is driving. When you drive a vehicle, it needs to be driven only as fast as you can walk. Utilize the brakes, do not utilize the accelerator. So if you use the brakes at all times, you're always safe. You keep everybody safe around you. While using any equipment, make sure that is used properly. Anything that's sharp on any equipment, let your managers know that can be fixed. Walking through the tunnel while it's running is not allowed. Try to stay away from that. There's a lot of moving parts in the tunnel.
Okay. Any other safety issues that we didn't touch on?
That's another good point for not wearing jewelry also is during the wash cycles and spin cycles, keep your hands out of the agitators so that nothing gets stuck also with your jewelry you can catch. Try and make sure that the customers stay in the customer waiting area. That's for their safety, and that will keep everybody else safe. And also, if you are a driver and you have an issue with your driver's license, please bring it to your manager's attention as soon as possible.
Speaking of safety also, you are responsible for safety, and you have to look out for extension cords in the way. You have to look out for wet floors. And if you see something like that, it's your responsibility to make sure you quickly wipe it up or remove those wax machines, those cords, you put it back in the right and proper place. Those hoses for the shampoo machine or the vacuums, make sure you put those back in the right place. And as far as the personal safety, don't ever count your money in the open. When you make your tips, you should always have your tips in your pocket and you count your money away from customer view, especially during the season when you have a pocket full of money like this.
Yeah. Right.
So you want to go to the side and count your money when you're done, not in the open. And also for the cashiers at night, you want to talk a little bit about that, safety issues?
Sure. I just wanted to say one other thing about don't call the customer to the car until you're finished with the car. It's better that they wait in the waiting area than to come in out to where the cars are and could trip up on a hose or a cord that's there. So don't call them until they're ready. As far as the cashiers, we want to make sure that everybody's out and all the doors are locked before the cashiers begin to count their drawer. We don't want employees coming in and out, so make sure when your shift's over, you come and check out so that the cashier can lock the doors and get all the money counted and put in the safe so that there's not an issue.
All right. As you can see, we're very passionate about this topic, and we expect you to follow those procedures we just explained. Moving to equipment and tools. Mr. Peralta.
Equipment and tools are very important. They need to be working properly. If they're not working properly, let your managers know so we can do the necessary things to make them work the right way. As long as we keep them working, we keep money in our pockets. So make sure you are good to our equipment. That way it lasts a long time and we'll be able to use it.
That's a good point, because we want you to be able to have a good work environment. We want you to be able to have the tools to perform your job in a timely and proper manner. So it's important that we care for each and every one of our equipment and tools that we have. All right? You want to take on the telephone use?
Sure. The company telephone use is only for business only. We don't want to make any personal calls on there. But if you need to call for a ride or to get someone to pick you up, that's fine. We don't want you using cell phones anywhere but in the break room or the break area. You shouldn't be on a phone when you're cleaning a car or on the phone when you're driving a car, especially. No headsets. We have music playing throughout the area, so you don't have to worry about listening to music while you're watching the car too. So we're strict on that, so just put your cell phones away.
All right. And that concludes our section of the employee manual version. You do have a copy of that, and you'll be asked to sign. It's your responsibility to actually read it for yourself. We just wanted to give you some highlights. All right. So continue your training, and looking forward to seeing you out there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.